Hello, Chris Pine here. I have some work to do in the laundry room today. My wife's told me that our front-loading washing machine is leaking again. It has done this before. The seal that goes around the door, last time I looked, cost about $100 to get, which that's sometimes the price of doing business, I suppose. However, I remedied the problem last time, and I'm going to try to do that again today. And I'll show you what the problem is and how to fix it. Temporarily, probably, but nonetheless, it'll save you a little money for a little while. So let's get to it. Okay, like I said, we have a front-loading washing machine, and before I open the door, I warn you, I fixed this before, and it's kind of Frankenstein looking. Frankenstein repair, I'll call it. It's not pretty, but it does fix the problem, and it seals the leak from leaking. As you can see, it'll leak on the front bottom part here. Seems like the seal always gets torn at the bottom. If it got torn anywhere else, it would probably not leak, but it does leak when it's torn at the bottom. As you can see, this is a previous repair. This seal here is torn. Here's the new tear. So what I did last time was just cut this piece out and put a new piece of rubber in there, glued it in with a high quality rubber cement that's waterproof, and it seems to take care of the problem, to keep it from leaking at least. Like I said, this rubber seal here, you have to buy the whole piece, and $100 or more to do that. So I, being the cheapskate that I am and trying to save money, I don't like to buy that kind of stuff if I can repair it. Eventually I will obviously have to change this whole seal. However, I want to get as much use as I can. My biggest fear with this kind of stuff is I buy a brand new seal, a week later I tear the new one. So try to get as much life out of this as I can. So what I'll do to begin is I'm going to cut this torn piece out, and then I'll come back and we'll show you what I do to glue the new replacement patch of rubber into place. Okay, as you can see, I trimmed this away. You can either use a razor blade, or I just actually was able to do it this time with a pair of scissors. Again, there's no real need to cut these clean. I mean, you want to leave as much of the original material there as you can. And what I'm going to do is what I use, believe it or not, is just a bicycle patch material. I'll cut that to size, put it in like that, put the glue there, and it should work. Again, this is a previous patch, kind of ugly, but it gets the job done. I will prep the area. Usually I just use some denatured alcohol to clean the area, and it's a lot like a bicycle tube patch in a lot of ways, actually. You just kind of glue that in there. What I like to use is this Goop product, plumbing contact adhesive. Works really well, and you put that on there, both sides of the patch end of the seal, and then once it dries you put it together. Seals really well. So I'm going to get this prepped, and we'll cut the patch to fit, and we'll go from there. Okay, I got the all cleaned up. The adhesive is on there. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to let that dry. And there's the little piece of the patch. It has also got the adhesive on that as well. And the idea is to let it dry enough that the back of the fingernail will not stick to it anymore. And then you're ready to put the two together. And we'll go from there when it dries out. Okay, so the glue has dried. And contact adhesive, as many of you may know, is made so when it contacts each other, it works really well. So I'm going to put the piece in. Well, maybe. Glue it down here, squeeze it together, push it down. And what I want to do now is I'm going to add some more of the glue here, and behind it put a bead there, and then you let it dry completely. Usually give it a few hours to dry, and it's waterproof, ready to roll. And that's really all there is to it. It does look, like I said, kind of ugly, but it will work, and it will save you about $100 at least for now. Eventually I will have to replace this whole seal, and I will do that. I'll probably make a video of that too, although I think there's some out there on YouTube already. But I'll let you know if it works. The way this is designed is the door here has this bubble type window on it, and when you close it, this actually flexes up against this plastic part, and causes a seal around the door. So when the water comes running down here, it doesn't run out here on the floor, but rather down and back into the washing machine. Kind of disappointing how easily this can get torn. I don't know how much money you're really saving on water when you have to buy a $100 seal. However, moving on, we got to do what we got to do. So I hope this helps somebody out there. Okay, the glue's all dry, and I think we're ready to give it a try. See if it holds without leaking. Again, not pretty, but effective. She's holding. She's not leaking. Success.